I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Falcon issue number 2. When otherworldly forces conspire against Sam Wilson, will he be able to power on through it? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so as we open up the comic, what started as a simple, everyday, run-of-the-mill gang war in Chicago has quickly exploded into a full-scale riot. It's everything Falcon can do to try and keep order in the streets. Worse still, he knows that there's some sort of foul magical influence afoot right here. He just can't put his finger on it at the moment. Sam's partner Shaun, the new Patriot, is having it even harder. This is basically his second day on the job officially as a sidekick, and it's a full-on baptism by fire. Sam notes that it's all none too different from when he started working alongside Steve all the way back when. Now, the string puller behind all of these events is actually Blackheart, the evil prince of hell who is currently working through a human agent, Dre, the leader of one of the local gangs. Dre, as we discover, is ultimately not the shiniest penny in the fountain. He's completely fine going along with all of Blackheart's demonic shenanigans so long as there's a payday at the end of it for him. Disgusted by his newest thrall's utter lack of vision, Blackheart decides to expose Dre to the greater cosmic game at play here. You see, apparently every year or so, the most powerful beings in the Marvel cosmology, your Galactuses, your Thanoses, your Mephistos, etc., all come together in a big round table situation to talk about their greatest victories. Blackheart attempted to speak up at one of these meetings only to have his father, Mephisto, banish him from the grown-ups table and send him to the horrifying kids table that was, well, hell. It's here Blackheart vowed that he would outdo his father and all those at the Cosmic Round Table by completing the one act that none of them could ever do, and that is conquer the entirety of Earth once and for all. Now, Falcon and Patriot do everything in their power to beat back the rioters, but it's a real uphill battle, especially once the mayor and the National Guard show up and tell Falcon to get lost. FYI, Mayor Agnew here is actually Blackheart in disguise, which might explain why he's the only one still harping on Sam for the events of Secret Empire, while in the Steve Captain America book, everyone's just forgiven him. Now, Sam tries to play ball with the local authorities, but he knows that he's out of his depth right now with the whole magical angle to this caper, and as such, he decides to look up Jericho, aka Brother Voodoo. Voodoo says that there's a lot of bad juju going around at the moment because, well, the gates of hell have literally swung wide open. And I don't think I need to tell you that's absolutely bad for everybody everywhere. Voodoo and Falcon also come to the realization that it doesn't ultimately matter what Sam does, people are gonna hate him regardless, so he might as well just go out there and help those in need anyway. While Falcon and Patriot try and fight the good fight on the streets, Brother Voodoo goes out of his way to track down some magical leads, only to come face to face with Blackheart, who makes short work of him, claiming that he's not gonna let anyone interfere with his plan, especially not when it's going so good. As the comic winds down, Falcon beats back a bunch of rioters, only to come face to face with the National Guard pointing guns at him. So that was Falcon number 2, everybody, and overall, I enjoyed it. I dig this idea that Falcon is out of his comfort zone right now when dealing with magical threats. I also really enjoyed seeing Brother Voodoo as a cameo. Rodney Barnes with one page also does a pretty good job upping the importance of this story by showing us pretty much all the biggest movers and shakers in the Marvel cosmology and how their influence have a trickle-down effect to this street-level story involving the Falcon. It's a real shame that Sam's mentor-mentee relationship with his last sidekick got cut so short, because I'm really enjoying Sam really trying to pass on what he learned to a younger person now. They definitely play up the generation gap between Sam and his new sidekick in this issue, showing that Falcon has officially become the old person now in the dynamic, which is always fun to see. Overall, I give this issue a 7.5 out of 10. I found it to be very pleasant. So that's Falcon, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, be sure to check out some of these other videos I have available from my channel. Then if you head on over to Twitter, you can follow me at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what new videos I got coming out. Also, you want a great deal on comic book trades? Then please head on down to the description and use my book depository link. Not only will you save a bundle by not paying a cent on shipping and handling, but every book you buy goes to support me and the channel. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.